This Memorial Day, remember the following. I'm falling asleep on a brand new mattress! It's the Matt's Mattress Mart Memorial Day sale! Your grandfather slashed a Nazi's throat so that we could slash prices on these Serta mattress sets! God bless America! Your cousin was tragically killed by an IED 50 miles outside of Fallujah, so we could blow you away with this explosive deal on a beauty wrap pillow top mattress, now only $7.95. They saved Private Ryan, so you can save $200 on any Sealy Posturepedic mattress. Matt's Mattress Mart wants to thank our living veterans and service members for keeping America the land of the free by giving them a free mattress protector!
Limited to one customer.
Podcast episode 05. What? No, what is it?
0450.
Okay.
450 episodes.
Okay, I was getting ahead of myself. I thought we were going to go straight to episode 500.
Nope. We still got another year before we hit that.
Oh, God.
Wow. What? I hope that sigh was, we're...
Fucking hell.
No, look, if you're going to Roy Kent all this, it's more, oi! Fuckers! What the fuck? You're doing another podcast? You fucking soppy wankers.
Yeah, so...
That's how you do a Roy Kent, sir.
So we're recording on Memorial Day weekend on the Sunday of the Memorial Day.
That's the weekend.
Yeah. I don't know why we didn't take it off.
Because we're feeling patriotic. We are doing...
Is that it?
We're doing the work... We're doing the work that other podcasters won't put in. That's how patriotic
we're taking their jobs.
No. We're taking their jorbs.
Taking their jobs. Yeah, right. All right. And this episode brought to you by Bohemian Brewery, specifically the Kolsch Pale Lager.
Yep. And you can buy it not only at Bohemian Brewery themselves, but you can even find it at local stores everywhere.
Yeah. Very tasty, very summery.
And of course, I got some tonic water from our good friend Ivy at Booze Teak. So I was feeling like I needed to be a little bit refreshed here, and this is the premium Indian tonic water.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, as we're preparing for the Memorial Day weekend, that's me, Tommy Milagro, and that over there, that's Mr. Bill Frost.
Oh, yeah, right. We forgot to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, as everybody refers to us, these fucking
these
fuckers.
I don't know if we have any newcomers coming to the plateau here.
I'm sure
the pod plateau.
Well, since we're on so many platforms, including Spotify, we would like to say...
Don't forget Deezer.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. But at least for Spotify, I would like to say, hi. Yes, I know. Joe Rogan is a fucktard. Just come on over. Come on over to us. Who's our competition at Deezer, by the way?
I don't know.
Either way, there's no competition at Deezer. Come on over.
I don't know if
glad you're coming over.
I don't know if anyone has an exclusive $1 million deal with Deezer. That could be us.
Okay.
That could be us.
I think we need to seek that Deezer money.
Get that Deezer money. And
let me write that down. Deezer money.
Deezer money. Deezer bucks. Get that. Also, I hear we have something in the listener mailbag.
Of course. And we should always mention, especially for our new listeners, if you would like to contribute, there's many ways to do that. That's
new listeners.
Don't start, man. Don't be that guy. You can reach out to us via the Twitter at TV10 Podcast. There's our email, TV10 Podcast. There's
at Gmail.
At Gmail. Thank you. And then, of course, there's the Facebook and it's just TV10 Podcast.
Don't forget the Insta.
Oh, yeah. At TV10 Podcast.
We got the Instas.
Yep. We actually are Insta famous, I think.
Yeah, so what did we get here?
Well, this is from our frequent contributor, Ted Hansen. We haven't heard from him in a while.
All right,
And he has a lengthy message here. Fubar sucks. That's the entire...
That's the whole thing, huh?
That's
All
the
right.
fucking whole
well,
thing.
that is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger Netflix series in which he plays a CIA agent out working on one last job, and he finds out his daughter is also in the CIA, and they have to work together, and wackiness apparently does not ensue.
I'm going to reserve judgment because I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, and we did get another comment on the Facebook.
No shit.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it was when you posed for one of our other fine sponsors. That would be Ogden's Own Distillery.
Oh, yeah. The Huckleberry Lemonade whiskey thingy.
This would be the peach tea here, Porter's Peach Tea.
Okay.
And he's like, this is from Stephen Ralph German. You modeled for that, right?
Far as you know, yes.
Yeah.
Steve is the proprietor of the Utah Cheese Awards.
Ah.
Very prestigious, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would like to say welcome to the podcast, Steve.
I don't think he listens. I think he just follows that on Facebook.
Well, he should be listening to us.
Well, he should, but he's probably not. Anyway, for this 450th episode of this bullshit,
Ow. Man, you are just on a tear today. What the? And I know it's not a frost warning. So
no, we're not quite to that level yet. No.
Okay.
I got some stuff premiering this week. I'm going to get this out of the way right now. The day this episode drops, I won't be on the morning zoo, so you heard it here first.
Okay.
A movie, Reality. Mm-hmm. It is about former NSA translator, Reality Winner. Remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, there was a play based on the FBI interrogation transcripts, and they used that verbatim for the script of the play.
Ah.
And now the same person who did that is directing an adaptation of that play, Tina Satter. And Reality Winner is played here by Sydney Sweeney of Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where we get to see if she can act or not. I'm thinking she can.
You can or cannot?
I think she can.
Okay.
I think she's gonna, because Euphoria is kind of a little box where basically they just have to be teens throwing hissy fits and getting wasted.
See, and I don't want to watch that because I fear for the youth of America as is. I don't need it to be confirmed.
You and POD.
I don't mean to be that guy.
We are. There was a festival. There was a new metal and goth festival in Vegas last weekend called... not
the Psycho Circus. It's
no. It's like, New Sick World or something like that. It's not to be confused with the Cruel World Fest that happened down in California.
Okay.
But you had all your PODs and your alien ant farms and your...
is that what happened?
Papa Roaches and...
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad I missed it. Basically a Hot Topic Fest.
No, hang on. There's our other title, Hot Topic Fest.
Hot Topic Fest, yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that got me off on a POD thing. Anyway, Reality is it's a movie version of the play based on the FBI transcripts of the same thing, and I'm thinking it'll be pretty good.
Okay.
Don't know yet. I haven't seen it. Also premiering on the CW. This is what the CW is doing anymore.
On the C-Dub?
The C-Dub. Okay. They're not going to make shows anymore. They're just going to import shows that might work.
Okay.
One of them is Barons. It's set in the 1970s. It's an Australian series.
Oh, an Aussie film or an Aussie series?
Yeah, about a pair of surfing buds.
Okay.
Who grew up, they love surfing, and they each start it starts off as a friendly rivalry, then it turns into a full-blown, they each start their own surfing brand.
Uh-oh.
And it gets ugly and corporate.
Didn't we see this in Lords of Dogtown? Didn't we have this already?
Little bit, yeah, okay. But this is, yeah. So there's that, and also this is interesting, kind of a supernatural series, The Rising, also premiering on the CW on Monday. Okay. It's about a young woman who finds herself dead.
Oh, like you do.
And yet she's still hanging around. Mm-hmm. So she's saying, you know what, I'm going to find out who the fuck killed me.
Okay, don't we have this show already?
Again.
Like how many of these shows have we had thus far?
What show would this have been before?
Let's see. Isn't it School Spirit I'm thinking of? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
You got that.
There's another one. And I remember you talked about it. The name escapes me at the moment. I know there's like another one out there. There's School Spirit, and then there's something else.
Well, there's Ghosts, but they're not out for revenge.
Okay.
Of any kind there.
Okay.
Coming up on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. This is a show I need to try again with because lots of people just fucking love it, and I did not get it at all.
Well, what show is that?
This is I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. Sketch comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people love it. I watched the first season, actually not even the entirety of the first season, and thought, meh.
Okay.
So I didn't get the hype, but maybe I'll try again.
Who's browbeating you to watch this again? Let's start there. Let's. Who did this to you?
Where did it touch you? No.
Show me on the Tim Robbins where he touched you.
Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. But guests this season include Fred Armisen, who of course, Tim Heidecker, Will Forte. Mitra Jouhari, who's also a new voice on Clone High, which is fucking fantastic.
Okay.
On the new, no longer HBO Max, just Max. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also on Wednesday, here's a couple of sports-related things. New Season 4, Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, you're taking my sports, man. What? No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But
that's all I'm going to elaborate on.
Okay.
On Vice. And also they're doing a 30 for 30 on American Gladiators.
What?
They must have run out of sports.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And are we going to see the backstory of Wolf or?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Coming up on Friday, season 3, and I think this is the final season of Painting with John, where you hang out with famed, semi-famed anyway, musician, actor, director John Lurie, and you just hang out with him while he paints pretty watercolors. It's very philosophical and relaxing.
Look at all these watercolors.
It's not quite Bob Ross, but it's in that. It's in there.
It's in that old view.
Yeah. Also premiering on Friday on Prime Video, Deadloch. That is DEDLOCH. Deadloch.
Deadloch.
This is about a pair of female detectives who team up to solve a murder in Tasmania, and the most interesting part of this series, Australian crime drama, was created by Kate McCartney and Kate McLennan.
Wow.
So you have two Kates, and there is a McCartney and a McLennan.
Okay.
How about that?
So it's Scottish. It's Scottish Australian.
Yeah. I was just making a McCartney-Lennon thing there.
I know you were trying to.
But I was not getting there.
Well, I think you would have worked better if you went an AC/DC route.
Okay.
Like Hell's Bells. That would have made the connection a little bit better, but that's me.
Also premiering on Friday on the Netflix, Vortex, a French series. Mm-hmm. It's set in a near future where cops use new VR tech to investigate crimes. But a glitch in the software enables a local police captain to connect with his wife 20 years in the past, just days before she's about to die in an accident.
Wait a minute.
Can he go back and save her without fucking up the timeline?
Wait, we've had this
Barry
show.
Allen.
Where have we seen this show? Oh, I know. It's
everywhere.
It's the Lazarus Project. It's the...
Just wait for it.
Oh,
wait
more.
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Also coming up on Sunday, the Lazarus Project. It was supposed to premiere way back in January, and we talked about it here, and then all of a sudden, yoink, nope, we're not doing that because Warner Brothers Discovery.
Well,
but it is now maybe finally premiering on Sunday on TNT.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Also premiering on Sunday, the very controversial new series, The Idol, from Sam Levinson and The Weeknd.
Okay.
Also known, what was this guy's name? The Weeknd, Abel Tesfaye, sure. And he also has a hand in this. Is basically she plays a very fucked up Britney-esque pop star, Lily Rose Depp.
Okay.
And she's having a bit of a hard time. She falls in with a self-help cult leader played by The Weeknd.
Okay.
And a whole lot of fucking going on.
Okay, first of all, this is the daughter of Johnny Depp. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So...
Who was the mom?
It was the French person, Vanessa something or other, whose last name escapes me.
All right.
But how I don't think she had to do too much to prepare for this role. I mean, just hanging around Johnny Depp is enough.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, so that's the very controversial. It premiered at Cannes, and reviews were mixed from everywhere from stellar to shameful to torture porn.
Okay.
And some even call it the worst thing HBO has ever produced.
No.
Okay, you got to counter that.
Easy. Max. That's
okay. We're going real meta on that one. But not meta.
Well, the only way it could be better is if they have introductions from Fury Road where it's, my name is Max. My world is fire. I mean, that's the only way that can save the fucking brand.
Yeah. And the biggest one of them all, premiering on next Sunday, the season 6 premiere, the Eric Andre Show.
I know you're looking forward to that.
Fuck yeah. I got no late night shows to look forward to. Here's one.
Well, here's my question, because didn't they tape this before the strike?
It's been long done. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Guests this season include John Hamm, Natasha Lyonne, Diplo, Raven Simone, both Lil Nas X, and Lil Yachty.
All right.
You got your Lils covered.
Are they going to tag team together?
I don't know.
I want that to happen.
I don't know if Hannibal Buress is back.
Oh, man. That is a deep cut.
Yeah. Well, he was the sidekick on the show for the first few seasons, but he just kind of disappeared. I guess he's got other stuff to do.
I got some things going on. I mean, I just got my own thing, and I got to watch out for Cosby. We need to talk about Cosby. Ain't that right, W. Kamau? So.
And also as we're recording live on air, the series finales of Succession is happening. Very excited and depressed about that. Also Batty. Yeah. Also finaling. We just had the big finale of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Friday.
Ended very well, I thought.
It delivered, even though Amy Sherman-Palladino is kind of throwing some shade toward The Lord of the Rings, saying, well, we were supposed to do 10. The show wasn't supposed to end, 1. And 2, we were supposed to get 10 episodes, but since they spent all their money on dragons for that Lord of the Rings thing, we got 9 episodes. And so you might notice, if you're a follower of Mrs. Maisel, the 9th and final episode of the series seems a bit rushed, and we're getting a lot crammed in there.
Actually, the entire season felt like they were kind of going back and forth in timelines.
Yeah, so it was a very good ending, considering the constraints they were under.
And also, I would like to point out, in Rings of Power, there were no dragons.
Or whatever.
There was a lot of elves and dwarves and a bunch of fucking homework.
Oh, she actually, she didn't say dragons, she said orcs.
Oh. Yeah, well then she's
wrong. Orcs are not as expensive as dragons, I don't think.
No. And Max knows that very well.
Yeah. And also, we had some other finales. We had the finale of today. I haven't seen it yet, but I got caught up on it finally. Fatal Attraction, this new Paramount Plus series.
Okay.
That turns from a revenge tale into a murder mystery. And we're kind of dealing with a couple of different timelines here.
Interesting.
Lizzie Kaplan is fantastic.
In the Glenn Close role.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody else is adequate.
Okay, so here's my question.
Pacey is okay.
Okay, but for Lizzie Kaplan, do we give her all the awards at this point, or not fucking whatsoever?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I say so.
All right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so you're my Lizzie whisperer.
It's not bad. It's much better than I imagined it would be.
Good. All right.
And another season I got caught up on, and I finished it actually. Finally, Mrs. Davis, the Betty Gilpin versus Big AI.
I know I need to watch it.
It's fucking weird, but
nuns. I can't get past the nuns.
Yeah, you got to watch it for a Chris Diamopoulos. I'm sure I'm getting his name wrong, but you know him from Silicon Valley and various other things. He's playing like a real cliched, pumped up action hero guy, and he's just fucking hilarious.
All right. I'll try to get through it sometime either this weekend or next because I'm going to be fucking busy.
And amidst all this, I also caught up on the other two. It's been a busy weekend.
Yes, it has been.
The other two is fucking best season yet, season 3.
Okay.
That's on Max. Now, it is a story of two older siblings of an overnight preteen Justin Bieber sensation. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, their acting careers, their Hollywood careers are like, the fuck? Like, yeah. We're 30. We haven't done anything.
Well, I'm 48 and I haven't done
anything. And mom also falls into she gets her own Oprah-esque talk show played by Molly Shannon.
And what was that title again? That people need to pay attention that much harder?
This show?
Yeah.
The Other Two.
Okay.
And she's graduated from having, much like Oprah, she's graduated from just, Molly Shannon graduated from only having her own talk show to having her own network. Just like Oprah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. Now, if we could just get our own little station to broadcast
like
our
a UHF
podcast.
Station?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, actually, no. The real money's VHF.
All right.
It has a cleaner signal, man.
Okay, cool. And Mayans.
Oh, yeah.
the 2-episode season premiere of Mayans. Holy fuck.
Yeah, there's nothing subtle about this Mayans, or Mayans MC, depending on which title you want to go with. Easy is out for fucking blood.
Yep.
And Angel, he's trying to be a dad, and he's trying to do the dad thing. But, hey, Pop, come on. Have you given up on Easy? Haven't you?
Yeah. And also, on top of all that, started a new series that we talked about last week. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and I'm still unsure. High Desert on Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Patricia Arquette. This is set in Yucca Valley, Palm Springs-ish area. Mm-hmm. Bunch of quirky characters, and she's just been since her husband got busted for being a drug trafficker like years ago.
Like you do.
Yeah, so she lost her support income. So her kids have been supporting her, and the kids finally say, you might want to get a job. And she's like, I got a job. She's working a small town Western reenactment. So she sees a TV ad and goes, from Brad Garrett, mm-hmm. I can teach you how to be a private detective. So she goes right to this guy and go, okay, we're working together now. We're partners. He's like, whoa, you need to get a PI license. Mm-hmm. She's like, nah, fuck that. What's my first case? What are we doing? So it's got a little bit of a poker face feel to it, except Patricia Arquette's character is just a hot fucking mess.
But is it watchable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the watch harder
it's, right It's definitely worth watching, yeah. Matt Dillon's in here as her jailbird husband.
That's the part that I find just very awesome right there.
It is definitely worth watching, especially when she destroys her car. So she trades it in for a new one, which of course is a dune buggy.
Naturally.
Like you do.
Yeah. Which
made me think, I wouldn't mind a dune buggy.
Well, maybe not with the weather being...
Not today, but...
Yeah, with it being sunshiny, then rain, then sunshiny, then rain.
Yeah, if I lived in the high desert, I'd totally drive a dune buggy.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could. You could always go back to that desert area that is California. I mean, that's where the liberals are.
True.
And that's where your peeps are, aren't they?
There's some.
So
not a lot, but there's some down there.
Yeah, there's a smattering of frosts out there. So I would say take it up on that. Live that double life and be a PI. So I would do it, except I like money too. So
I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I have it in me to be a PI.
Yeah. Or better yet, maybe if we could get somebody real rich, like a Robbins Masters, to just take us in, we can solve crime that way.
All right.
And hijinks would ensue.
Okay.
And
cool.
we could put it on a podcast. See? Everything comes together.
Full circle.
We're just saying, folks, if you have the money in there, you would want to have us solve crimes. We can do that. We can murder podcast as well.
Yeah, and this shocking news from Pedro Pascal.
Oh, how shocking!
So shocking that you will probably just fall over and die.
Okay, I better get ready. Let me get some genius juice in me first.
All right, you good to go? All right.
Hang on, another sweet.
All right, one more there.
All right.
Pedro Pascal has revealed that he never actually is on the set or in the suit for The Mandalorian.
No.
He's just a voiceover artist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who suspected that? Besides everybody.
Yeah. Well, some of the stunts were a little bit far-fetched, so this is not the way. I don't know how to feel about this. But Katie Sackhoff, is she in the suit, though? That's what...
Well, we saw her face, so yeah, she's there.
Yeah. But Pedro Pascal not being on set?
Nope, never there.
Is this is this an Onion story, though? Or is this...
No, it's for real.
Okay, what's the source here, man? Let's corroborate. If it's coming from somewhere in the meta, I swear to God.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, I would like to really know, because something about this doesn't ring true at this point.
This is from Decider, which is a reputable website.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take your word for it.
It's the same website that told me that George Maharrison is dead.
Who?
George Maharis.
Why do I know that name? What has he done?
Well, he was 96, so you haven't seen anything lately that he's done.
Okay.
George Maharis was the star of Route 66 on CBS in the 1960s.
Okay. So tragedy?
Tragedy?
I mean, is that something I need to concern myself with? Or?
I don't think so.
George, how do you spell it? Okay, here, never mind. Google it for me.
Also, The Most Deadly Game, Mission Impossible, Marcus Welby, MD, Bionic Woman, Police Story, and Fantasy Island, all the originals of the 70s back then.
Damn, I thought he would have been dead a long time ago.
His last role was in 1993 with Drew Barrymore in the movie Doppelganger.
Okay.
Which I don't remember.
It was in 93?
Yeah.
That was in her grunge phase, so that makes sense.
And coming up, I think it'll publish this week or maybe next week, the latest, my TV column thing.
You're a content shifter?
Yeah, no, drop.
No,
we dropped that name because I've forgotten what I meant by that. So I just said, fuck it, we'll just call it the TV column. It is about, this is from a suggestion by Melissa Merlot on the twits.
All right.
She wanted to know about either 90s office dramas such as The Temp and things like that, or 90s disaster movies. So I went with 90s disaster movies such as Daylight with Stallone and Dante's Peak and Volcano.
Yeah, and
Hard Rain.
And I would love to have had Merlot come here on the show, but she's in Vegas.
What?
Apparently, they're doing some sort of a horror show convention out there with shows like Circus of the Dead, Pool Party Massacre. Oh, and this is probably the best Edward Scissorhands ever. All
right.
I mean, this is like Edward Scissorhands meets Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously she doesn't want to deal with us chuckleheads for that reason, right there.
No.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the name. It's Texas Frightmares.
Okay.
So, yeah.
In Vegas.
I guess. So just go along with it. Anyway, so...
And, speaking of finales, we got the big Ted Lasso finale coming up.
That's right.
On Wednesday.
On Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
And it's been an emotional roller coaster there. It's like a depressed... it's like a pineapple percussion. Doldrums. Yeah. Oh. There you go. There,
all right.
That's what it was.
Cool.
So I gotta say, this is. I know it's a shame that it's only. We're only gonna get 3 seasons, but at the same time, quality, not quantity.
I think we're good with 3 seasons.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to see more of Jamie Tott and definitely Roy Kent, but he's gonna be busy with Marvel money, so he's gonna be okay.
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's gonna be Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you watched Thor Love and Thunder for the end credit.
I did, yeah. I'd forgotten that. Okay.
It doesn't look like it in Ted Lasso, but if you saw it in Love and Thunder, it's like, yeah, he's going to be fucking convincing as Hercules. So.
Okay, so in reality, he's only like 5 feet tall, but I'm sure they're going to Natalie Portman him up.
Yeah.
Get that same box that Natalie Portman stood on.
Yeah. And as long as we keep him away from Bane, I think he'll be all right there.
Oh, I love Roy Kent. He is a delight right there. But I wish he would pronounce his English better.
So that's from Harley Quinn.
Very nice.
The Valentine special, if you missed that.
Did not. No. All right. And I think you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. You better hit the music, sir.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling here. And there is a metric fuck ton of sports to be had right here.
Is there now?
There always is. So
Okay.
Let's start off with WWE. Last night on Peacock, if you flock to the cock, they had their Night of Champions pay-per-view, which was held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Because, they got a multi-million-dollar deal with Saudi Arabia, so damned if you do, damned if you don't, and, damn human rights. Anyway, but the big news of the night is that they finally crowned the new WWE Heavyweight Champion in Seth frickin' Rollins. He beat AJ Styles for the new title. And here's the interesting part. Now, usually a heavyweight title like this is at the end of the match. They had to switch it to the beginning. And part of the reason is Seth Rollins had to fly back to the States because he's now part of the new Captain America movie, New World Order. So he's going to play a part in there somehow.
So he had to come back early, so a couple of hours would make how much of a difference?
If I remember correctly, it's
all CGI anyway.
True, but from there to the States, at least to New York, I think it's about an 8 to 10 hour difference. So yeah, why they did it like that, I don't know, but here we are. So that's one of the big things. Also, Trish Stratus came out of retirement, and she took it to the man Becky Lynch due to interference from Utah's own Zoe Stark. She aligned herself with Trish Stratus, so looks like she's going to be getting a bit of a rub in the WWE. So we salute the former Lacey Ryan, and I truly wish that she does well in the WWE. Sounds like she is going to turn some heads there. But more importantly, as you just alluded to earlier, on Tuesday, it is going to be the return of Dark Side of the Ring on Vice. So they got a lot of great stories coming up, and most of that's going to be on individual wrestlers, among them Abdullah the Butcher, but most importantly, they're going to kick things off with Chris Candido and Tammy Sytch, who everyone knows as Sunny from WWE.
Okay.
Now, Candido passed away, but that was due to blood clots due to a broken leg. Sytch is, she's alive.
Okay.
And I'm kind of questioning that because she has been in jail for the better part of, I want to say, like a couple of years, stemming from her DUI incident where she killed a guy.
Okay.
So where this is going to land her or how well this is going to help her case, not at all.
All right.
That remains to be seen right there. Let's see. And then in other news, and actually we forgot to bring up the story last week here. Tragedy. Superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
So he was the prototype for many of the modern day wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and Scott Steiner, just to name a few right there. And again,
Jesse Ventura.
Oh, Jesse Ventura, definitely.
This is what I learned from the Behind the Bastards podcast about Vince McMahon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You listen to Behind the Bastards, huh?
Yeah. It's a 6-part series on the rise and whatever of Vince McMahon.
Well, the rise and the not quite fall of Vince McMahon.
What a piece of shit.
Right? And when everybody says to me, but Vince built the WWE. Yeah, well, look what he had to fucking do to get there here. But also, as we are recording live on air, we should also point out that another pay-per-view is happening. That is Double or Nothing. That's being held in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Is it next to that monster convention?
To the Texas Frightmares, I believe so.
Okay.
But, what do I know about booking things in Vegas? So, yeah, All Elite Wrestling is pulling out all the stops. The big match you really want to pay attention to is the Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW Heavyweight Championship, where it's going to feature MJF, the current title holder. That's Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And he's better than you, and you know it.
Okay.
He'll be stemming off offense from Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. So,
all right.
And then the other big story is it's going to be the Elite facing off against the Blackpool Combat Club and an Anarchy in the Arena. So, fuckery will happen.
All right.
Just expect that to be the case. And finally this, and this goes to my work at slamwrestling.net. I write for them, and I have an MBA as well.
How about that, fuck?
Ain't that something?
All right, yeah.
As he jugs away, I am going to be covering the National Wrestling Alliance, one of their signature pay-per-views, that is Double or Nothing, or sorry, not Double or Nothing, the Crockett Cup. Excuse me. The genius juice is kicking in here. This is a 2-night event, and Crockett Cup is a signature event from the olden days of Jim Crockett Productions as part of the NWA, which was then WCW. But last year they had 16 tag teams vying for the cup, which had the Briscoe brothers claim the cup for the first time since they returned back to in-arena performances there.
All right.
Obviously, the Briscoes will not be part of it since Jay Briscoe had passed away due to a car accident. But this year, it is jam-packed with 28 tag teams vying for the cup. Some of them are established tag teams. Some of them are single competitors that are thrown together. It is going to be loaded up. The teams you do want to watch, if you subscribe to this on Fight TV for only the low cost of $44.99.
Not a sponsor.
Come on, Fight TV. Some of the teams you will be seeing are the current NWA tag team La Rebellion. That's Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf. Mecha Wolf has a death metal band. I think it's Monster Wolf. You should check it out.
I've actually heard of Monster Wolf.
You really have?
I have, yeah.
What did you think of their sound?
I haven't listened to them. I've just heard of them.
Oh, okay. So I would say listen on Spotify, but I don't want to upset our Deezer sponsor. So I don't want to upset the Deezer bucks.
I'll go to Bandcamp.
I think that's a good idea right there.
Bandcamp fucks over artists the least. They fuck them over a little, but not as much as Spotify.
Before we get to that frost warning there, excuse me.
We might just make this podcast exclusive to Bandcamp.
Okay.
I don't think there are any podcasts on there, so that would be a novelty.
So Bandcamp bucks.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but I think we can make it work out somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so La Rebellion's the ones to watch. The other one is the Country Gentlemen, the NWA US Tag Team champions consisting of AJ Kasana and Anthony Andrews. I interviewed AJ Kasana a few months ago for SlamWrestling.net because, I have an MBA.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. And other teams to really watch out for, which will be coming up in SlamWrestling.net. Magnum Muscle. consisting of Dak Draper and Big Strong Mims. But here's the other interesting thing. We're going to see a couple of debuts. There's going to be wrestlers from AAA, since NWA had worked with AAA as part of the World is a Vampire Festival down in Mexico in March. But they're also going to have debuts like TNT, that is Terrence and Terrell Hughes, the sons of Devon Hughes, who you might know as Devon Dudley, one half of the Dudley Boys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, testify!
Okay.
Sorry, had to get that out of the way. Anyway, so there is a lot to catch for the next 2 nights, and that's just night 1. Night 2 is going to have some singles competition, as well as who's going to be crowned in the Crockett Cup. But in singles competition, you want to pay attention to the NWA National Championship. That is going to be the current title holder, EC3, defending his title against Thrillbilly Silas Mason. And in his corner is the beautiful Pollo Del Mar. Did you know I interviewed all 3 of them for SlamWrestling.net? Oh, I mean, I only have an MBA, but still.
Okay.
Are you going to be good for post-production afterwards?
I think so.
All right. And, of course, we're going to have some coverage. I'm probably going to be away for a while. We'll try to figure this out next week. But just know there is a lot of sports to happen, even though you might have to deal with the playoffs or whatever, because it's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
So yeah, this is just a fuck ton of sports this week.
Oh yeah,
that's how you kick off summer. Some folks. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention here one last thing. Do you know there's a show on A&E? It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Takes on America.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently he's going to try his hand as a weather reporter and a driving instructor in a car, though, not in a beer truck. Which that should have been an easy go-to right there. But no, A&E I guess wants to be tasteful or something. Amateurs.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, more finale news.
More finally.
Yellow Jackets.
I saw that.
Saw that? Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. The wilderness chose.
The wilderness done chose. Yeah.
Yeah. When you hear phrases like that, that's when I just go, I'm out.
Oh. So there was that, and also I watched the finale of Love and Death on Max.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's on HBO proper. I think it's just on Max.
Okay.
Starring Wanda.
Oh.
From the Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth
Olsen.
You mean from WandaVision?
Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen and Jesse Plemons and Kristen Ritter is also in there, and Lily Rabe, and
it's a lot to take in.
Well, they already did this. Hulu already did this one. They told the story of Candy Montgomery, who killed her friend and neighbor back in 1980 in Texas, small town.
Yeah.
Just chopped her up with an axe.
Well, that's how you do things in Texas.
Yeah. So apparently there was one done years ago that I didn't even know about. Probably a TV movie, but Candy, name of the series from Hulu last year, starring Jessica Biel.
Yeah, that's how
it was okay. This Love and Death was better in that it was trashier and more salacious.
Okay.
Therefore, more watchable.
All right.
Yeah.
But does it compare to Fargo? Because it's kind of on that.
It seems like something that would happen in Fargo, but yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with Jesse Plemons hanging around.
Oh, speaking of which, what about Plemons' wife,
Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten Dunst, with the. What was the Florida thing?
On Becoming a God in Central Florida.
Yeah, because that's kind of the same thing, isn't
it? It was, no. But the thing was, that was supposed to go for a second season. That was on Showtime, and then they decided, nah.
Okay. Well, thankfully, we kind of had something of a sequel in Fargo.
Little bit, yeah.
A little bit there. Oh, don't worry about that, honey. It's just UFOs. Just come on now. Come on. So, which, that reminds me, as far as things to prepare to watch harder, I've been watching on Hulu of late after Mayans. Obviously, we got The Bear coming up soon.
Yes.
And this is the one I'm looking forward to, do you have it?
I don't know. What is it?
Justified.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Primeval.
Justified in Detroit.
Yeah. Timothy Olyphant.
I'm not sure why this happened, but I'll watch it.
I have a reason.
Okay.
Money.
Yeah.
I mean, that Book of Boba Fett money isn't going to come in.
Because we can.
Yeah. I mean, Disney isn't going to throw Book of Boba Fett money.
No.
Unless Mandalorian Season 4 stars Timothy Olyphant. All he needs to do is do a voice, apparently. That's how you do it.
Well, he actually showed his face on the show, so.
But if he gets repaired, then he just puts on Mandalorian armor and
cool.
Shazam.
Good to go.
Exactly. See, this is the type of thing we do for.
And you said Shazam.
Yeah, we can't help Fury of the Gods.
I went back and rewatched Fury of the Gods.
And?
Still a mess,
Mm-hmm.
but not as much as I remember it being.
So
the first time through.
Was it because you were watching it in our office? And by our office, I mean Broovies.
No, it was because I was watching it here with, some adult beverages and.
You mean one of our fine sponsors?
Probably, and a bit of herbal enhancement, perhaps.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. No, it's just the combo
kicked in,
and
that's when
I totally did not remember that Wonder Woman showed up.
Oh, spoiler alert!
How do you forget that Gal Gadot shows up?
Which that's probably not going to happen because of the WBD fuckery. So between that and Max. There's a heinous fuckery most foul going on.
Yeah, the good things about the Max changeover are that it is easier to navigate and things seem to work a little better and they're arranged a little better. Mm-hmm. On the downside, it didn't carry over all of my preferences and favorites and everything.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that because I noticed the same thing.
It was supposed to.
Yeah.
It did not.
And the other thing is I had to sign back in again.
Yeah, I had to do that too, yeah.
Well,
but at least I didn't have to download a whole new app.
And that's the thing. Actually, I had to.
Whoa, okay.
Because I don't know about your thing, because maybe it's friendlier with Android. But
I use Roku.
Yeah. Roku was fine. No problem there. But on my mobile devices, because I'm Apple.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry.
Well, I have to satisfy the Apple overlords.
Okay.
Did not change over. Did not update.
Bummer.
Yeah, I had to re-download again. Or when I went into HBO Max, it just said, oh, hey, by the way, we changed to Max. Maybe you should download that.
Why are you here? Fuck off.
That's actually what I said to the App Store. Why are you here? Why are you a thing? So, anyway, I may have said something angry.
Probably. You probably did, yeah. So, unless you, anything you would want to tell the people they might want to watch harder about?
I'm going to say definitely Ted Lasso season finale.
The finale, yeah.
Yep. Get your Greyhound jersey ready to go and your scarf to dab away the tears. Also,
as you cannot see on the Teddy Bear Nanny Cams, if you're not a cubic zirconium subscriber, Tommy Milagro was wearing his Aviation American Gin T-shirt with Wrexham branding.
That is going to be my next binge on the Hulu.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Well,
get your football on
because that's Ted Lasso reality.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
tell me if I'm wrong, folks. That is, yeah. So between that, and I am getting my Greyhounds jersey in the mail anytime now. Sadly, it's going through WB Shops, so fingers crossed.
I would recommend also this Monday, the Memorial Day. It is the finale of White House Plumbers on HBO and on Max and HBO.
And may I recommend pairing that up with All the President's Men?
Sure. Yeah. Justin Theroux and Woody Harrelson and Lena Headey and Judy Greer are just fucking hilarious in this thing. It's so stupid.
Is that Hitler?
Do you have any show tunes? Your smooth jazz?
I mean, can you hear over us? God, and Harrelson's just overpronounced jaw. What the fuck's going on there?
Don't know. No idea.
Yeah. But if ever you wanted to know what Sleaze sounded like, Thoreau captured Liddy perfectly. Yeah. That fear in your eyes, man. That's how I feel about nuns.
I used to occasionally listen to the G. Gordon Liddy Show. He had a talk show in the late 80s, early 90s because, we've mentioned this before, after Rush Limbaugh hit, they gave any kind of conservative asshole his own radio show.
Right.
Didn't matter if you had any talent or not. G. Gordon Liddy actually did.
See?
Other people like Oliver North, not at all.
And again, we missed out on that audience.
Yeah.
We should have just did that, laid the groundwork, then flipped them.
Yeah, he was also the bad guy in a TV series called 18 Wheels of Justice, which was on the TNN network, which became Spike, which became Paramount Network.
See? Now you know the rest of the story.
I know all of this information that no one needs to know.
Yeah, but it's necessary to have that.
It was about a guy who solved crimes while driving a big 18-wheeler. Very stealthy vehicle.
Yeah.
To be sneaking up on perps.
Okay, and we already had that show with BJ and the Bear.
They didn't solve crimes.
But did they have a monkey?
Okay, 18 Wheels of Justice did not have a monkey.
See? Problem right there. You needed a crime-solving monkey. That's why it failed. Anyway, that's too far down that rabbit hole. But I will say things to watch harder. Superman and Lois.
Who knows if that's coming back? The CW is pretty much wiping the slate. It's like, fuck it, we're starting over.
Well, considering what's going to be happening with The Flash, I think that's what they're counting on is a reset. And again...
A reset?
Because... Fucking Barry Allen. Jesus. Leave the time stream alone. Anyway.
Fucking Barry.
Yeah, but the way that they're treating the story arc with Lois having the cancer, the breast cancer, I honestly, I've never been keen on Superman and Lois. I always thought it was kind of told before, but the way the last few seasons that they've done Superman and Lois, fucking awesome. So... I hope that there's more future for them down the road. So
maybe somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we do not have a word from Juicy Filaments this week.
Okay.
But I would like to put in a plug for something else.
Oh, is it another sponsor, sir?
No, it's definitely not a sponsor.
Fine. How are we going to get that money? I mean, we're waiting on Deezer bucks. And,
maybe once they start making some money themselves, it's a brand new joint. It's called Burgatory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm listening now.
Yeah, okay. It's out in West Valley on Redwood Road. Yes. Jeremy Sundeas from the good old Bert's Tiki Lounge days. Mm-hmm. He's opened this place in a small little shop. It's a horror themed burger joint.
No. Horror
themed.
It's just because you were binging a little harder during my wrestles.
Yeah. But they have such burgers as I've had a couple of these. The Van Helsing burger, which is a garlic burger.
Okay.
They have the American Werewolf and Onions burger.
You put too much emphasis on the L. It's the American Werewolf.
Yeah. The Creature from the Black Legume, which is a veggie burger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And things like Dracula's Casserole, which is bacon, mac, and cheese.
Really?
Very good, yeah.
Okay.
The Last House Salad on the left.
Mm-hmm.
The Jeepers Caesars.
Oh, God, they spent some time on this shit.
Oh, yeah, it's dad joke to the max. They have the Poultrygeist burger, which is, of course, chicken.
Yeah.
And Bacon Steen's Monster. The list goes on and on. The places, I've had about 2 or 3 burgers from this place, and all just fucking fantastic.
Okay.
So look up Burgatory SLC to find out more about that.
Okay.
Just want to throw in a plug for them because, Bud's starting her own small business and it's fucking good.
Are you saying we need to seek them out for sponsorship?
No, I don't think they have any money. So it's going to be a minute.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll make a visit there. Maybe I'll...
You should go check it out.
Okay. I need to anyway.
Yeah.
So. But as far as things we're going to be doing over the weekend, I mean, my dance card's full.
Yeah, so does that mean we were not going to be able to do an episode next week?
Or, this is a crazy idea, we could just try to record earlier?
Cool, such as... well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But there may be some space-time continuum shit we're going to have to do here, so...
Yeah.
But do you have anything else you want to plug? Or?
No, I think that's it. I think we can get the fuck out of here. This has been episode 0450, somewhat of a milestone.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe.
Basically 450 episodes of the TV Tan podcast. You know
what you're getting.
You had the pleasure of our company. And
you're welcome.
You enjoyed every fucking minute that we delivered to you this podcast. I mean, we're like gut-filled, except, funny. And I know I'm doing this because I'm going to be going to NWA 75, and I might encounter Tyrus.
Okay.
I know what the fuck's going to happen to me. So, mainly...
Where's NWA 75 happening?
St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll talk to you about it once we hit the green room.
All right.
Once we have the greens.
Right. Okay.
But we should also point out, no matter what you do this Memorial Day weekend, first of all, I hope you're stocked up with all the goods from our fine sponsors.
You better be, because liquor store ain't open today.
Yeah. So at the very least, I know you could get our good friends, Bohemian Brewery. You could go to the brewery, or you could go to your local store.
Right.
Just tell them TV Tan Podcast sent you.
Right.
If you can't do it over the Memorial Day weekend, you fucked up. It's your fault. But
gotta plan ahead.
Yeah. Afterwards, just prostrate yourself in front of our other fine sponsors. Sugar House Distillery, Outlaw Distillery, Ogden's Own Distillery, the makers of Five Wives, Five Husbands, Madame Patarini Gin, the Porter's Peach Tea, the Porter's Huckleberry Lemonade, which are in cans, by the way, the Underground, and of course the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey, and of course... you should also stop by our other fine sponsor, and that's Ivy at Boostique. If you want something like a glassware or something to mix your drinks, or better yet, if you need something non-alcoholic like what I'm drinking here, this premium Indian tonic water, they got that among other things there.
All right.
And non-alcoholic drinks, so it all works out.
Okay.
I should also mention, people need to start purchasing our T-shirt a little bit harder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We still have those.
Yeah, we have a Memorial Day sale.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Memorial Week sale. It's basically...
everything must go?
10% off. 10% off on our T-shirts, which is normally $15.
Yeah.
You're getting a bargain here, ladies and gentlemen. And you could reach out to us via... our Gmail, TV Tan Podcast. Just send in the subject line, T-shirt me now, 10%. And we'll just need your name, address, your shirt size. If you do PayPal or Venmo, we don't take crypto.
Yep.
Fucking get that out of your head right there.
All right.
And then we will see about getting that shirt. So that's $15 minus 10% off of that. And then, of course, whatever tax and the cost of shipping is. This is going to go on until June 1st. So you better stock up right now.
At which time we'll slash prices even more?
No.
Summer sale.
4th of July is around the corner, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Come on. I have an MBA for a fucking reason.
Do you love America or not?
Yeah, that is the question you need to ask. I mean, granted, we're not as patriotic as Juicy Filament here.
No.
Nor are we as juicy as Burgertory.
Nope.
Maybe. But we are doing this for America.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, on that note, good night, America.
And you, sir, jiggle that handle. Thank you. Now, off you fly.
There's only me and my TV
Our generous gift protects your bed when you wake up in a pool of sweat screaming in the middle of the night. You're welcome. Your uncle died in Nam fighting the communists. So you can engage in some good old capitalism this Memorial Day weekend at Matt's Mattress Mart. And since we live in the land of the free, we're giving you 12 months interest-free financing. Terms apply. Black Hawk down. We've got another markdown. Get this Sealy king-size bed for the price of a queen.